Hey guys, I'm MageSight, and this is going to be a Dragonair Silent Gods video. So the event has started for Drizzt, and I'm really excited. Before we pull, let's look at a couple things real quick. So here's the summon pool for him. And if we look at the details, you'll see, like the update told us, he will only have, him as the only legendary, and this will be our pool epic. So here's kind of the good and the bad situation. So if you look at the other banners real quick, just even the regular banner, and look at the summon details, legendary is 3%, right? And we know that we have a 35 mercy. So this is the bad first. If you look at his event, it's only a 0.5% chance. I'm not sure why they dropped it that much for an event like this. I think that's not great. I think that's kind of silly to drop it from the normal 3% for this, especially since there's only one legendary in the entire pool. If you'll also notice, it has a lot of stuff here about the Hunter's Blades. There's a 28.5% chance to get them. You need 240 here to get them. If you look at the Mercy system, it doesn't say anything about him. It does say that on your 5th attempt, you're guaranteed either 30 Hunter's Blades or him, which chances are you're getting the Hunter's Blades, right? So, if it's 240, do some quick math there, that means that you'll need, of those stacks of 30, you'll need 8 of them, and 8 and 5 is 40. So basically you're looking at a 40 mercy for them, meaning, if my math is correct, worst case scenario, if you pull 40 and you don't get a legendary, which he's the only one you can get, you will still have enough 100 plates to get them. So it's basically a 40 mercy. That's the bad, in my opinion. Now the good is if you go into the events, there's other ways to get these Hunter's Blades. You only get 5, and as you can see, only 1 opens a day, though. If you're, like, gonna wait on them and you don't have a lot of dice, or you get very unlucky with your pulls and you don't have a way to get more, you can finish out maybe your Hunter's Blades through this. I also believe, if you watch my video on the update, that when you finish the story segment, you'll be able to fight Ear2, the Balar, as a world boss, and he'll probably give Hunter's Blades. Now, I didn't have that information with just the update that they would give Hunter's Blades. I saw that information a couple of days later coming from a different source. So that's good that there is some ways to get them. Theoretically, if you're free to play and you don't have a lot of Heliot dice, you could, theoretically, a chance to get him just through events. But I imagine to do that, you would have to be really in-game, real stacked. Because, you know, you're only going to have so many days to do the Balar, and I don't see it yet, because you'd have to beat it first. I'll give you guys the information as I get it, but the high chances are you would have to be pretty much in-game to be able to get enough Hunter's Blades just to summon them for free. So, but there is technically a chance to get enough. So that's kind of the information we have. I plan on doing more videos about both Drizzt and these events coming up, but for today, my plan is just to pull to see if we can grab him. Since he's the only legendary in this event, and I've been saving, our hope is to pull him with as few Heliolite dice as possible. I just want to grab them so I can use them, and then we'll try to save my Heliolite and my War Marrow for other events and other banners, right? So we're going to do these pulls and see what we get. We're going to go ahead and do some 5 pulls. Alright, so see here? Now that is good. So, if you remember what we were looking at, it guarantees 30 Hunter's Blades on your 5th without getting any. So that's good that I got 30, because obviously we got some here too. But apparently you're not guaranteed 30 if you just pull them through. So you're going to see a lot of this. This isn't the most exciting pull, but we'll keep going. I've got 6 more, but I have War Marrow, and I have some ways to get some other dice if we need it. Let's see where we're at. Is it 400 Blades, or did I get one of these epics? Alright. Didn't have this guy, and we got 2 sets of 100 Blades, so that's not the worst. So, yeah, we're not even halfway there on the 100 Blades, but we've only pulled 10. Let's pull a single real quick. Okay. Alright guys, I'll be right back in a minute. I'm going to go exchange some War Marrow and see what we can do. Alright, I'm back. We got 15 more I bought with all my War Marrow, so hopefully that'll be enough. If not, then we'll see what we can do after that. So another 5 pull. 4 more epics. 3 of them were 100 blades. Ooh, that's a low amount. I am missing some epics, and from my understanding, there's a couple good epics in this pool, but there's not like a lot of great good ones, so we're hoping to get a couple just to fill out my epics anyway. So unless we get lucky and we pull him in the next 10, I don't think we're going to have enough 100 blades. Those 100 blades are also what's going to be used to inspire him. You don't have... Oh! It has to be him! Come on, just show me. There we go, guys. 20 pulls, 21. I pulled 11 and then 10. Hey, that's fine. I'm happy with that. And if we look, we've got a pretty close to the amount of 100 blades. We could keep pulling here and probably get a dupe, I think, and use that to inspire him or to get more 100 blades. But I think my plan is get them and then see how I can do in these events, because I'm not a real in-game player. But see if I can get enough 100 blades, depending on how many it costs, to go ahead and inspire him once. I really like the character, and I'm going to be looking into his kit. I'm going to do some more videos on him, and if you guys want to see that stuff, you just let me know, because I will gladly talk about Drizzt Do'Urden for 4 or 5 videos in a row, if that's what you guys want to see. If not, I'll talk to myself about it, and I won't bother you guys with the videos. Let's check him out a little bit. I'm sure most of you can see his kit if you look in the index stuff. So we look here. He's got a captain aura of increased crit damage of all allies in battles. That's pretty cool. His aesthetic is pretty cool. I think I'm a little back on the lore, but you look at the pommel here, the panther there. I can't remember the name of this one. It's been a bit. Pretty sure this one is the +3 scimitar Ice and Death, which is, my opinion, Wise Ice, also Icewind Dale. That's where the first several books of the series took place. Guinevere looks pretty cool. That's a big panther. It's awesome. First skill. Guinevere fights alongside Drizzt with a pair attacks the same enemy. Both of them gain Planar Ally, because he's from the astral plane. The panther is. He's summoned through figurine, if you know the lore. Basic attack deals cold damage to the target and enemies within 2 tiles from the target. It's kind of weird why a panther would deal ice damage, but hey, he's got to be ice. He's got to fit the mechanics, right? Guinevere pounces at intervals, dealing cold damage to the targets and enemies around them. Pouncing priority, the enemy Drizzt is attacking. So we'll see how that works. On a base level, that looks pretty cool. Swing in both Twinkle, that's right. Okay, could have read the skill and knew the name. And Ice in Death, dealing cold damage to enemies within range with 50% chance of inflicting them with frost. That's nice that he brings the frost for 10 seconds. Each use of the skill will increase the number of hits for the next use up to 3 hits. Cool. Guinevere and Drizzt unleash a total of 6 hits on enemies within range, each dealing cold damage. For enemies inflicted with frost, this skill ignores 15% of their defense. For every 1% of HP lost by the target, the damage is increased by 0.6 up to 30. Now that looks really cool, but we'll get deeper into the mechanics and stuff when I do some more research and play them out. Obviously, guys, you let me know. I will do some deep dives in this character. I'm sure other people are going to be too. But I mean, it's really awesome. I'm really excited to have them. And I'll give everybody some time to play. I mean, many of you guys have probably already looked at them, or by the time you see this video, you've already looked at them. You've already done your pulls. So good luck on everybody trying to pull for them. I do hope you get it in the least amount possible. That way, you have, more War Marrow and Heliot dice to do other stuff. I plan on building them out. I'm going to do some content on them. We'll see how he can be useful. And I may just put them in every dungeon for the fun of it. But I do think it's nice to have another ice DPS. And that's it for me, guys. Yeah, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe for me if you want to see more content on Dragonair. And I still do raid content. I'll be putting a video out on raid in a couple days. Thanks a lot, guys. And y'all see you in the next video.